All right, guys, it's May 21st, and I got my favorite home run plays on the way. But before we do, let's recap yesterday. Bang, another profitable day. You got to love it, man. We hit just 2 out of 10 home run plays, but it was good enough to net a positive 3 units gained for the day. The 2 we hit was Seiya Suzuki at plus 500. He hit a home run. And we had Ben Rice at plus 600. If you were patient enough and checked, like I said, if he comes up on the board or he comes up and he has odds, he's a play. I mean, as when I was taping that video at 11, the video kind of came out at 11 a.m. yesterday. And I said, I can't find any odds for him. I don't see anything that he's injured. What are they dragging their feet for? So I just checked a little before game time, and boom, he was up there. And thankfully, because like I said, he's the second player to hit a home run. It was absolutely amazing. You could see on the screen right there, Aaron Judge also hit a home run, but at plus 200 odds. I don't play that, we don't go that low, but I always put all the players that do qualify, because I know some people do take some of them and parlay, like an Aaron Judge with someone else or what have you. You can see Ohtani's in orange also, because he was someone who qualified for the model, but when you have odds, he was sub 200. He was less than plus 200 to hit a home run. We don't play that. We play around, the lowest is about plus 300 in the general sense, but sometimes I'll, if I have a guy that I absolutely love at plus 285, that's the cut, like it's a cutoff right there. We don't go much lower than that. So like I said, of the ones that qualified as the odds of 300 plus 300 or more, there was 10, and like I said, we hit 2. So with that being said, the last 7 days of this, we're up 21.9 units if you were to bet 1 unit. We hit on 16 of the 71 that this model has created. So this is going to be a lot more streamlined, a lot less confusing, because I'm not going to put up this model, like from last year. This one right here is the only one that I'm going to put up. This one right here was the one that was called the experimental model. This was the one that was derived from the model that we used from last year that produced 72.1 units last year. Why do I like this one better than the one we used last year? Because I like the way that this one evaluates the pitcher better in terms of their propensity to give up a home run. Okay. So like I said, this one, if you're keeping score and you've been here a while, this one was the one that was called the experimental. Now it's just going to be called the 2025 home run model. Okay. Unless someone wants to go in the comments and give me a better name, but I just generically labeled it that for now. So let's move on here. So now this, I just want to go and say, and just showcase what this has done since we implemented it. We implemented it on May 14th, the first day we used it. We hit 3 of 11 for a positive 5 units that day. Then the next day, there was just 2 plays on the 15th, 1 hit of the 2 for a positive 2 units. On the 16th, 3 of 12 for a positive 6 or 7.25 units. And then the 17th, we had 20, and we hit 5 of them for a positive 8 unit gain on that day. Then on the 18th, 2 of 11 and a positive 0.80 of a unit, so just under a unit. And then on the 19th, it took us how many days? 6 days before we had a first losing day. Just hit 2 of 16, a negative 4.15 units. But then yesterday, we bounced right back. 2 of 10, a positive 3 units. So like I said, up 21.9 the last 7 days. I'm absolutely loving how this is going. All right, and then finally, we have the model that I just talked about, and then a set of extra criteria that are more geared towards the pitcher that would hopefully refine and limit the amount of plays, okay? And it does do that from time to time. So for yesterday, it eliminated 2 players. It was Zach Neto and who was the other one? Jackson Holiday. who did not hit home runs. So this one created, instead of, having 10, 8, and instead of being up just 3, we were up 5 units because we didn't play 2 losers. So this one in the last 7 days has hit 8 of the 39 and has gained a positive 6.5 units year to date. So not as good as 21.9, but I still want to track this because as the year goes on, we just want to see which way is better. In theory, maybe less is better, but it hasn't proven to be that case. So having a more expanded amount of batters has been the correct way to go. But like I said, we'll continue to watch this and see. It's a long season. All right, so here are the plays for today, May 21st, day 8 of our 2025 home run model. You can see on the screen right there, Fernando Tatis Jr. and Gavin Sheets of the San Diego Padres. Going back with Gunnar Henderson and Jackson Holliday of the Baltimore Orioles. Shohei Ohtani of the LA Dodgers, and he's probably not going to be a play because he's not going to be a good risk reward. It'll probably be under plus 200 odds to hit a home run. Kyle Schwarber, who knows, he's probably in the same situation. But I put him on here because they fit the model. Like I said, if they don't fit the proper risk reward, the odds to hit a home run that we're looking for, then they're eliminated, okay, essentially. But some people like to use them. Bryce Harper of the Philadelphia Phillies. Wilson Contreras of the St. Louis Cardinals, Wyatt Langford, Josh Young of the Texas Rangers, James Wood and C.J. Abrams of the Washington Nationals. So those are the plays that this model has created for the games on May 21st. Like I said, Ohtani and Schwarber are probably off. So it leaves us with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 players, unless another one on this is priced so low that it would be, eliminated from, using it. Check all these players out. They're in good weather games, which also would eliminate a player if they're in a negative weather game, home run perspective, which would be like, say, negative 20 or worse. So there you go. We're going to get to the weather, and then here's the model picks plus the extra criteria. Okay. So it really shrunk them down from 10 down to 4 with that extra criteria of, what I think of as, the pitcher. I add some more elements. The pitcher has to be deficient in some other areas. So like I said, instead of 10, we have 4. I'm not sure if I like playing just 4. I want to cast a wider net. I'm going to play the home run plays, the home run model plays, okay, without the extra criteria. So you can see all that's left with this extra criteria is Gavin Sheets, Wilson Contreras, Wyatt Langford, and Josh Young. I will put my official plays in the pinned comment. It's going to be the home run model plays, less any players that are, not around plus 300 or higher. Okay, let's get to the weather now. So you can see here on the first of 2 graphics, some really nice situation here. So for Gunnar Henderson and Jackson Holliday, we have them. They're in a let's see here, plus 7 on the very bottom, a plus 7 home run weather game. Ohtani, we're not going to play probably, like I said. Plus 10 home run game. Harper and Schwarber at plus 5 in that nice ballpark at Coors Field. And what else we got here? Well, what do we have? Right here. Yeah, I'm looking at the sheet. I'm getting distracted, guys. I just wanted to point this out. The San Francisco game at Oracle Park, the fourth from the bottom at negative 27. That's out. Okay. So I had 2 players that would have qualified. Just to give you a perspective, Heliot Ramos and Willy Adames would have been on the list of players if it weren't for the fact that game is a negative 27%, from a home run perspective to the, negative. We don't play that. I'm not going to bet into a bad situation like that. So Ramos and Adames would have qualified if that was not so negative. Okay, so next slide here is the rest of them. And you can see we have Wilson Contreras in that Busch Stadium, only a -6. I love that. That's nothing. Wyatt Langford and Josh Young, only a -9 in that game at Yankee Stadium, a -9 from a home run perspective. That's totally fine. I love it. And then C.J. Abrams and Miles Wood are, where the hell are they? They're, -1, so that's good. So that's about it. Like I said, I'll drop all the official plays, which are going to be, the ones from the home run model with the odds and all that stuff at some point. So there you go. I just want to say absolutely love every single one of you guys, and let's have another profitable day. And I just have one extra thing I wanted to say. Player that does not qualify, but I want to kind of play him. Not gonna put him in the pinned comments, but I'm thinking, I just have a gut feeling on Jackson Merrill. But like I said, not an official play, but I just wanted to say it. Just wanted to say that, and that's it. Just talk to you guys. I absolutely love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.